And we're live. What's happening, boys?
Are we, though?
We are.
Are we actually live?
Should be.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I forgot about the delay. It's been a while.
Every week you make me second guess myself. John from Lincoln Street is here.
John is
Howdy,
here
folks.
to answer the burning question. Whatever happened to those two girls from Two Girls, One Cup?
Dan. No. Whatever happened to the cup?
Oh, well, that's the Holy Grail now, isn't it?
Welcome, John. You already regret your decision?
Strong open. It's all downhill from here. That was the peak.
Thanks, Mike. Mike, do you want to go do something else while they talk about Two Girls, One Cup? And
Yeah, let's talk about some cool stuff.
Dan, that was a strong open, man.
Let's go. Business things, anything not Two Girls, One Cup related would be super great.
I mean, it's
the weather
it's
out there?
Dan's
What about
classic open.
one
Raining an awful lot
guy?
here in California. Oh, Dan's gonna
One
keep
guy,
driving
one
this
jar.
car into the ground, huh?
Oh, Laura, thanks for joining us. Oh, good. There's women in
One
this
guy,
chat.
one mason jar. It's just like Dan's house on Saturday.
Speaking of one guy, hi, John. How are you?
John is finally here. I've been teasing him about coming onto the podcast for about a year and a half.
We've been trying to get you on, and by trying, I mean not at all putting in any effort. But we've been wanting to have you on for about a year now. Since
Dan would dangle the carrot, and they would say, "Nah, we're actually busy," and then he would come back a month later and say, "Yeah, you want to come back on?"
we're
Like, "Oh, I'm
never
excited."
busy. He was lying to you, like a Nebraskan.
John is telling the fibs. I never said we were too busy for John.
Yeah, we're never too busy for you. We're always desperate for people.
For busy.
Define busy.
It's like a Fast and the Furious kind of.
For
name.
busy, one cup.
Too fast, for busy.
Too busy, too furious. There you go. That's basically the gist of the podcast.
That is not a better thing to say. That is worse than the previous one.
Well, it had to have a
Significantly
sequel.
worse.
There has to be a sequel.
Literally going to take off in 2 seconds. LSWW is a domino hater. Also stopped giving him a BJ. Bye.
What?
What?
What are you reading?
Wow.
What are you reading?
That's
man?
from
Sumon's
Suman.
coming in hot.
Yeah. Wow.
Strong
John, you
start,
hate the
guys.
domino? Tell us more.
I was unaware I hated the domino, but I guess I do. Let's run with that for a bit. It seems like a fun bit.
Yeah, I like it.
What an overpriced
It's almost as
piece
good
of
as the
crap.
Two Girls, One Cup opener we started with, but I guess we
Yeah.
can run with this one.
Oh wow, this
about
is
the
so weird.
same.
My chat is so delayed. I just got that message.
Yeah, the
I don't even
chat's
have
kind of wonky. I don't know what's going on. There's not a whole lot of chatting, to be honest.
John, do you see the chat on YouTube?
All I've got is Laura so far.
Yeah, I think that for some reason there's a delay in the chat. Suman
gonna
is
refresh the
also
screen.
messaging from. Are you on a plane right now, or are you in Texas? He's flying.
I don't know
to
that where he's messaging from would affect it landing.
I
with
don't know, man.
on
It's
the
got to
internet.
bounce off a satellite somewhere, right?
We got.
I guess.
I refreshed the screen, and now Suman's original comment is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Things aren't
YouTube
aren't
demonetize him or something.
It blocked him.
Can you demonetize a chatter?
I don't know.
A chatty?
But yeah, Suman his message is gone. That's so weird. He's
Okay,
on his
great
way
open.
to do the video with Katz Moses right now.
I was gone last week. I gotta up my game. Gotta level out
Now's
the
the
playing
time.
field.
3 years in.
Now's the time. Yeah, this is when you peak real early.
Take one trip, and now it's time to. up your
Well,
game.
clearly you didn't listen to the episode from last week.
What happened on that one? Oh yeah, Chris Dog Cow Crafts.
Yeah, Chris Dog Cow Crafts was talking about.
It was a good
Suman
episode.
Going
It was a good
to
episode.
Katz Moses to do a strop off.
Really? Strap off.
Well, they're going to do a video on why stropping is dumb
Okay.
or why it works. I don't know.
No,
I don't remember
why it works.
Oh, why it works.
I think cats like stropping. Suman says it's useless.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I don't even think we need a video. Let's just call it that and
I just
move on.
did a synopsis real quick. Let's on to the next good stuff.
Yeah.
So, Suman,
No-
what are your
no
thoughts on
ice
Two
tonight.
Girls, One Cup?
Oh God. Can we drop it?
See, I was willing to let it go. Mike brought it back. Just saying.
Oh, we're not fluffing his ego. That's for the podcast. This is where we get him prepped.
That's
Oh,
good.
I thought you were gonna say this is where we get him pregnant. I was
Keith
like,
Johnson
whoa.
says, I have one eye on NCAA and one eye on John's blue eyes.
Joke's on you, they're brown.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
don't think
great
they're
filter here, Keith.
blue.
It's not the same as Instagram.
I think Keith needs to get the new glasses. Those are brown eyes if I ever saw them.
What's NCAA? Is that like some human rights group or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, I don't. I don't sports. I'm sorry.
Go back to Poland.
I wish I could, but
Damn.
I'm banned there. Ever since the
Will you
incident.
back?
No,
Will anybody take you at this point?
Ever since the hammer pants incident, they
we
won't let you
weren't
back in.
ready for parachute pants.
Oof, epoxy in your eye. That's rough.
Oh.
It's real rough.
Clean it out with
Photo boat, baby!
clean it out with acetone. It's the only way.
Wait, does it look red because you use red dye or because you got epoxy in there? Just curious. Asking for a friend.
John, I don't think John understands what's going on here.
Oh, he's following the
I'm
chat.
more amazed that Keith got epoxy in his eye. I'm just trying to think of the logistics of how that even happens.
Well, you see,
Total blindness, baby. That is not something they want to advertise. That's why you use eye protection, okay? You should wear glasses, Keith. Try that.
Keith, if it did happen and you have that recorded, you have to put
It has to be in the video.
baby. Yeah, it has to.
Total
Yeah,
blindness,
I
baby.
agree.
That would
agree.
actually be great. I'd be all about that.
that would. I think you could sell that to Total Boat.
blindness.
You'd be like, yeah, we're going to hush this one.
Be a good what
Well,
not to do.
No ice tonight? What's... Trevon, what are you
Me,
talking
I think he's talking about me.
Oh, you? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you missed the ice earlier. There was like an avalanche. Like, you ever see those videos of a piece of a glacier falling in the ocean? That happened at Dan's house.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
Legit.
And then popcorn.
My wife.
It was great.
I love my wife. I love my wife.
So, John, we're going to go through questions in a little bit. We had some people call in, some people write in, and we're not going to answer them. We're just going to
Not here.
Not here. Don't you dare answer them.
Interesting
Actually, I
use
was
of
going to
questions.
propose that we just
Okay.
start not answering them in general.
Ever. We're just
We
going to read them.
play them and then we just.
All right,
don't-
great question. And on to the
Great.
next
That
one.
sounds great. Maybe someone will be able
So,
to address it sometime in the
Somebody
future.
pointed this out once. I can't remember who, but I've thought about it ever since. We always pre-screen the calls, the questions live,
Yeah.
but where we could edit them out.
Yeah. No, yeah. This, we know it's not a smart business move. We're just doing it.
Okay.
It's edgy and someone has to do it, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're just. Oh, I see. They're like, why would you pre-listen to them on the
Someone-
show where we can't edit them out?
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Whoever that is,
I
we
can't
don't need
remember
your
who said it.
critiques anymore.
Yeah. Shut
We're
up,
doing
you.
fine. No, I'm just kidding. That's a really valid point, and we actually need to readdress our whole structure here.
We need to rethink this entire show.
It's, we might have some significant changes to the program on the show.
If you have other bright ideas, send them to
Yeah.
another woodshop podcast at
If you have any
gmail.com.
other ideas for the show that might lead to some sort of monetary success, just let us know. That'd be great.
Send any suggestions in question format, please. Otherwise,
Right.
we won't play it.
Right. Yeah. Our
Just
fragile
a-
eagles can't actually handle it. So if you
I
can
know.
bring it in the form
Wood
of a
Talk
question.
can handle kickback. We cannot. No,
No.
we
That's
can't.
why we don't do it.
Someone calls us to tell us we're doing something wrong. We're
I got
honestly
kicked
cry
back
on
once
the
and
air.
it hit me right in the gut.
You guys seem like you have this whole podcasting thing figured out. You're doing well.
We
Well
do.
is a strong word.
We do okay.
We don't owe money when we're done, but I mean, I wouldn't say we're doing well. like I don't have to cut a check after doing the episode.
Yeah.
Trying to be nice.
How much do I owe you guys this week?
That was
Ugh.
John, that was very nice of you to
Thank you.
fluff this. Thank you. It's a solid break-even podcast.
Yeah. It does cover some travel, so that's nice.
Yeah.
That's something. Yeah.
It's not even a lost leader. It's just a loss.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot. it's a hard
just
loss.
a giant like what do they call it when you're trying to hide money?
It's a tax dodge.
Tax dodge,
The whole
yeah,
thing's a tax
yeah.
dodge. Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but I probably shouldn't.
I kept wanting to say laundering money, but like no, there has to be money
Don't
to do
say
laundering.
that out loud. You don't say that out loud. You joke about it amongst your friends when the internet isn't listening.
Oh, we're joke. I thought this was a joke. This whole show's a joke.
and we're
And
laughing.
we're laughing. Oh, Keith, God, that you dealt with that today. That's crazy. And then the epoxy in your eye. His cat apparently had explosive
vomiting.
That
That
rough.
seems rugged.
Keith is just having a day. Yeah, you deserve NCAA.
Did Jerry eat the epoxy and vomit it into your eye? Is that the logistics here?
Jerry
And not
probably
the
ate something
recording?
funny.
That's my going theory right now.
I've been in his shop multiple times, and at least several times the cat tried to eat the finish. Yeah, that
At
does
Keith's?
happen. Yeah, at Keith's. The cat just loves the smell of like Rubio and Osmo. Thinks it's pancakes or something.
They put catnip in it.
Catnip in it.
That's their secret big chemical bro
Yeah, that's what it is.
finish.
Wait, what's Rubio made out of? It's like not linseed. It's some like
Yeah, it's linseed oil.
oh, is it linseed?
Tongue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like linseed and tongue. And
Yeah, so
Tongue, like cow tongue or goat tongue.
human. That's why it's so good. That's why it's only one coach.
Told you I was up in my game. You like it?
Rubio Monacote is people? Is that your stance?
No, no, not.
You're saying it's Soylent Rubio?
No.
Is that what it is? Is
It does come in a green can. I mean,
Coming in hot, Pete.
If it's just the tongue, we can find you the percentage.
We got a little Pete
legally having to disclose it.
Pete Tignatello over here, freaking out,
all
dropping
right.
bombs on.
Rubio catnip cat, Rubio monocat.
I had a
Those are
local
all over.
woodworker. He came to my shop today and he brought a guitar that he made, and he gets it out of the bag and everything. And I felt it and I'm like, "What is this finish with?" He goes, "I don't want to tell you." I'm like, "You need to get the hell out of here now." It was a real awkward situation.
Was it? Did it have the word D's in it?
Yeah. D's. Yeah.
D's.
What is it though? I don't get it.
Hey,
Oh,
Hardex,
you know.
oil from a jar.
Man, I can't believe this is still coming up a year and a half later. Jesus
Actually,
Christ.
I'm gonna milk this son of a
maybe it hasn't
bitch
even been a year.
until
funny
it's
enough,
absolutely dry.
I literally
fair,
am
I'm the one that
using
brought it up,
the
Dan, so-
last little bit
Okay.
of finish in that jar on these cutting boards, and then it's gone.
Oh, you still use it?
I
What
just-
is actually?
I didn't
What are
toss
we
it. I was
talking
just
about?
like, I'm
I
not
don't
giving
even
him
know
any.
what
bad stuff.
Odie's oil.
I'm gonna use Odie's. Like, well, the rest of what I have, I'm not gonna buy any new stuff. But that thing's too expensive to throw out.
Yeah, I didn't stand with Dan, I guess, because I didn't throw mine out either. It's still sitting in the closet.
I think
Sorry,
everybody
Dan.
who threw it out when they had a full can is kind of foolish
Yeah.
because it is expensive. But you know, I applaud everybody who stood with Dan. I really appreciate all the support.
Thanks.
But
Just rest assured that Dan
stuff's
would not have stood
expensive.
with you. For sure.
That'd be a good shirt.
Yeah,
Heck
when
no.
everybody was burning their
This
Milli
stuff's
Vanilli cassettes, I kept on to mine because I liked it.
Dan knows they're going to sell for a bunch of money on eBay 17 years later or whatever.
I sold that Milli Vanilli cassette for upwards of $10.
Jackman, can you
Blame it on the rain.
Jackman, go ahead and refresh the live stream, and the title will be updated. He said he's disappointed it wasn't more clickbaity.
I was too.
You'll literally shit your
How we
pants
all
when you
quit
see who our guest
woodworking
is this week.
That's
Yeah, there it is. That's better.
Well, I guess that's the actual show title then.
John, do you approve of
My
the
work is done for
clickbaity
me.
title now?
yeah, it's like a B plus clickbait.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Not bad.
No, we need something like how we turned $50,000 into quitting woodworking or something like that. You know, you got to have money in there.
Just do it like Eric does. I don't understand why we haven't all quit woodworking, making $50,000 this week. Just like hit every
Yeah.
single check you can.
3 tools you can't live without with John, and that were the tools. Perfect. Clickbait. Oh, what you drinking there, bud?
Me?
John? Yeah.
This is an Edmunds Oast.
Oh,
Something cold, it's called.
Is it a beer? Zima
beer.
alternative?
A
What is it?
blonde ale.
Oh, that looks good. And it's a tall
Oh, I'll be right back.
Zima
I got news for you
alternative.
guys.
Oh,
You're
damn.
not going to
It's
believe it.
alt Zima.
It's an alternate Zima. I mean, a lot of these fancy drinks nowadays are just like different Zima. That's all it is.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand beer culture at all.
Well, it's because you don't have a beard
Same.
and you're not in everyone's face about it.
True. My wife is the one who gets these things, and then people ask me if I like it. I said, I don't know. It just tastes like a beer to me. I can drink a Mick
Tastes
Ultra
like a
and be happy. Yeah.
I can't do too light.
There you go.
Heine
Be fine with that.
Can Zero. Dan, you should try. So is that what you're drinking? Oh, is that what you're drinking?
Non-alcoholic beer. Yes.
Look at you.
Why?
My kids.
What changes?
My kids asked me to quit drinking, and I'm like, this is what I'll
That's
do.
what did it.
So us asking
3
you
years
first?
of me asking,
Yeah.
you won't do it, but
We're
your
nothing
kids
to
do
you?
it. That's where the priority lies.
got
All
my
right,
family.
I see. Okie dokie.
Dan, you should try the.
I looked for
Are
it.
you Brewing Company.
Are you gonna start taking care of yourself too? You
Whoa,
bastard.
one step at a
After
time.
all these
Mike.
years,
Calm down.
after all these years, I've been trying to get you to do this.
I did the sleep test yesterday, last night.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying.
How
What
long
did
does
they
that
do
go
for a sleep test, Dan? Because I did a sleep study when I was younger. What's a sleep test entail?
It was a sleep study, but I brought a at-home machine, and it had like the oxygen nostrils and a thing that I strapped around my chest and a finger monitor, and it was a really uncomfortable sleep. I'll be honest.
Especially shoving that thing in your butt must have been weird. What's the? How long do you have to do that for?
It was just one night. I
is it?
had to take it back to the doctor today.
How long? When do you hear back?
3 to 5 days. I guess.
Oh, that's pretty quick. That's cool.
I don't know.
I'm excited to hear
Guessing.
what it says.
What? I mean, obviously, it's gonna say sleep. Say you have sleep apnea. I mean, obviously.
It's gonna
What do you-
say how are you still alive? What's it gonna say?
According to this, you died 13 months ago.
Dan,
You're
what
in
if instead
advanced
of
stage of rigor mortis. What is happening?
Walking rigor mortis. Oh, that explains my back problems.
That's why I'm so stiff.
instead of the normal 2-page report, it just says death imminent, and that's it.
But look, even Lee says it's going to change your life, Dan. It's going to help you out because he had
Yeah,
his.
that's what you
CPAP
need.
That's what I
machine.
hear.
It's good.
It's literally made him healthy.
It's good, man. It's
Yeah.
all good. It's good things.
You want
The doctor comes in and he like unrolls a scroll and it like goes across the floor like 35 feet. And he's just like, "Oh my god, what's happening?
Where do you want me to begin? How big's the font on that?
Is this Daniel Dunlap? We tried to email you the results, but the file was too big.
Right? Gmail said nothing over 20 gigs
Yeah.
or some shit.
Tried to get us to use Dropbox, but I don't have enough storage.
I mean, Dan, glad you did it, dude. For reals. All
Hell
jokes
yeah.
aside, really glad you did it.
Yeah, we'll
You know.
see.
So was it like through your doctor, or you like?
Yeah, it's through my doctor. Yeah.
Awesome.
I did my yearly check, where he put his finger up there and wiggled around. And I was like, by the
Dr.
way,
Wiggle Finger
By the
went
way.
crazy, huh?
I'm not sleeping real well. And he goes, just a minute. I'm almost done. He's,
Now cough.
Oh, that should have me too, huh?
What?
What? When he's in there.
I thought I removed one of those.
So John, this is a
see,
woodworking
Dan-
podcast.
I did die at ethnic sandwiches.
It's a hot start.
It's a hot start.
This is an alternate timeline.
I mean, I told you this is literally the lobby at Workbench Con.
I'm
This
the
is
I'm the
podcast
Paul
is.
McCartney of this podcast. I actually died in 1967.
Honestly, Dan,
or
you should
something
be
like that.
proud of yourself that you did not die at ethnic sandwiches, because
I'm more proud of you that I didn't
no,
die
but
at
like
ethnic
you
sandwiches.
living that close and the food that's there and how good it is, and also how probably bad for you it is. You survived that place, and
I did.
you outlasted that place because it closed down before you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Suck it, ethnic sandwiches. I lived longer.
John. By the way, if you're confused, there's a place called Ethnic Sandwiches that
Was.
was
There isn't.
next to Dan's house, and it
Then
was run
Mike
by-
and Pete came here and they canceled it. Bastards.
It's run by two white ladies, and it's called Ethnic Sandwiches.
Ethnic
And they
sandwich.
just make Italian sandwiches. That's how ethnic Nebraska is.
And
yeah.
no longer standing?
They
Well,
closed their doors because of the pandemic.
Or because they got canceled? One of the two.
No,
possibly.
that place had been around since '77. I mean, it was a popular
wasn't-
Omaha
yeah.
spot.
And
They just
we're
didn't make it through COVID. Is that what it was?
probably
Yeah, I think COVID hurt them.
Yeah.
that and probably lack of advertising.
Well, here's
We
to you,
gave them
ethnic
plenty of
sandwiches.
advertising.
We
They
did.
should have been
Here's to
sending
you,
us
ethnic
monthly checks.
sandwiches.
They could have done like sandwich of the month, or like they send a box to you with the favorite sandwich or whatever.
The best part is I never even thought twice about that place. And Mike came to
the month club.
Mike came to my shop in August of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 2020? In the height of the pandemic. And he saw the sign and he was like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "What? What's wrong with that?"
Pete, can we just establish that I doubt two people that named their sandwich shop Ethnic Sandwiches or whatever it's called had the wherewithal to think, yeah, we could deliver sandwiches during the pandemic.
No, they
Probably
didn't. They were
not.
older than the sun.
They didn't even have an email account for sure.
These ladies did not.
Accurate.
They were super old, and they grew up during a different time, and that's okay.
A different time.
A very different time. But yeah, the whole point of the story was Dan did choke on a sandwich, and I did give him the Heimlich at the place.
I choked on a sausage. Let's be
sausage
honest.
sandwich.
Oh, you really gave him the Heimlich?
No,
Yeah,
Dan,
for real.
Yeah.
Dan was dying, and then he wasn't.
It's not a joke. I mean, it's funny
joke now.
but-
It's funny now.
I mean, it's like real funny now. Like
really glad it
and
didn't
on brand,
happen.
like really on brand. But he almost died, and it was very
He
scary.
beat
We were
that
scared.
place.
It was like within 8 hours of me landing when Pete's
Yeah.
it was like, what are we gonna do for the rest of the weekend? We can't plan his funeral. That's weird.
No.
But anyway, it was. But he made it, and now.
Kielbasa
Did the
with
sausage
Kapara. Yeah.
projectile out, or did you cough it in
Yeah,
your
I
mouth?
caught in my mouth. It was still fine.
Still good. Keep in mind,
We got
this,
good
like
use
half
out of the
years.
sausage.
this is back
Yeah,
when Mike was
upcycle,
still
if you will.
large.
Yeah, when
and-
Mike was a thicky boy.
2 boys, 1 sausage. If you know what I mean.
No.
Back to that,
And
huh?
we're
I
back.
Hey,
Yes.
mason jars, huh?
Oh, why did it have to come full circle, Dan? We could have left it at that.
You're welcome.
Uh,
You could have
that's funny.
kept Chris on and fired me, but here we are.
Which Chris?
Cow dog.
Never heard
Chris
of
Dog Cowcrafts.
Chris dog.
him. No, what's the long version? I need to listen back and figure out what the long version of his name is.
Did someone just pull up to your house, John? You're looking
Yeah,
over
I'm doing the look around.
You're doing the like, oh,
Is
it's
the
UPS. here.
FBI.
That's is the
It's,
dog pooping on the floor look or not?
Oh, no.
Oh man, get a Nerf gun, dude. Pew pew, just shoot at the dog if it's pooping. Do the
Can
old-
you imagine taking a dump and somebody shot you with a Nerf gun?
Oh man, that was such a huge bummer. That was such a bummer. Just like 1,000-yard stare, and then just oh, what the? Come on,
Try to poop here.
I'm trying to poop here. Like Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's
Hey!
what they do in New York.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
pooping here.
I'm pooping here.
Pooping here.
New York's so weird.
It is really weird.
Hey, did we get any questions?
Oh yeah, we got
I don't know. Yeah,
is
we aren't doing
Off the
anything.
rails, hardcore.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah, so
here
John,
and
we're
my
just gonna
audio.
pre-screen the questions and then we'll.
live on the air. So if they say
Really
something
answer.
horrible, we can't do anything about it. We'll be demonetized. But we'll see what happens.
It's fine.
All right,
Get your
this is from,
bleeping finger button.
We don't have a
ready.
bleeping finger button. We just
Don't I have
bleep.
one?
We just curse.
Was it this one?
Oh God.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
No, that's not it. All right, let me play this first question from Little Bug.
Demonetized.
What's up, guys? It's Braden with the LBW.
Don't
I
ever
have
say that
my
again, Braden.
question This week specifically for John. Big fan, Bud.
LB Dub.
So my question is, what would you consider to be your greatest accomplishment as a maker? That can be a project, that can be something with your channels, just whatever you're most proud of. Hope you guys have a great podcast. Hope you have a great night. See ya.
All right.
Don't you dare speak. The next one is
Have you ever-
from.
Before we
Good
go
luck
on,
answering
before we
that
go
one,
on,
boys.
you know how Braden's not that far from me, and we hang out.
Yeah.
So his business name is Little Bug Woodworking, and he's got hats that say LBW on them.
Mm-hmm.
Have I shared this story with you
Yes,
guys?
you have.
Oh, never mind.
Multiple
then.
times.
I want to hear it. Dan.
Yeah, John's never heard it,
I want to hear it.
Okay.
and I don't remember.
So
it,
You
so
thought
let's
that
go.
It's a
opener
miracle
line
that
was-
Braden and I are still friends. Let's just say that. So he brings me this hat.
Oh,
that
because
says
of his
L-
wife.
Oh.
Yeah, you've told this. I'm gonna pretend like I don't hear any of the next part, so I don't have to be offended
Pete's
for
stuck
everyone
in.
on the planet.
I'm putting in Mike
So he brings me
and
this
Sam.
hat. He brings this hat to my shop, and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, buddy." I look at it. I'm like, "What's it stand for? Lesbian black woman?" And he goes, "You know, my wife's black, right?" And I was like, "Oh, but she's not a lesbian, is she?"
I could taste. I could taste the awkward. How are you two friends? How did you fly together from Nebraska to Workbench Con?
I think that's what sealed the deal.
That's
I
what
like
locked
the
it in.
but she's not a lesbian, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause, like,
I gotta be honest.
I'm 2
if,
for
if
3.
that happened exactly as you said it, and like the cadence was that's really impressive to be able to throw the lesbian on top of it to save it. Because most people would panic and run away. I would probably panic and run away.
The audacity.
He might be in the chat. He can back me up.
You doubled down. You're like, I'm going in.
No, I was like, "Oh my god, are you serious?"
I got 2
Because
out of 3 here. I'm trying to get bingo. Come on.
I thought he was messing with me, and no, yeah, he was not lying.
the next one's from
Anyway,
Tomas.
yeah, back to the questions.
He's super French.
like
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a
French.
guy.
he has his own intro music.
Alright, John. I saw in one of your blooper video a prompter fail, and I thought, a prompter? Interesting. Does it mean you follow a scenario when you make a video, or you make a project and then piece it together? From the video of yours I'm watching, you have to plan everything first, right? By the way, how was my accent? Better? Alright, thanks, bad guy.
I have no idea what he said. His accent is so thick. I
I
can't
don't
even
know. Were you
understand
using
what
like
he said,
French
but-
GPT?
You stop it. We love Tomas.
I know.
Yeah,
you-
Tomas
That was a
great.
really friendly
I love him.
guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah, it was
super friendly.
Tomas,
He's
man.
great.
We love
The
him.
best.
He's like great. Like he always calls.
He
me
also
every week.
sends us a transcript in case.
Yeah, we got a
nobody
transcript. In case you couldn't actually, I could totally understand it. I can absolutely translate Tomas now. But if
And
you
he
don't-
comes
if
with
you
his
have any
own
questions-
intro and outro music, which is the most baller move.
This week was my favorite. I think.
I'm a big,
Absolutely
big-
my favorite.
big fan.
For the intro and outro, you're saying that was your favorite?
Well, the
done?
intro, because every week it's
Yeah.
like slightly different music. Well, not every week, but he's been mixing it up. I like it.
Have you
Tomas,
guys
keep it
had him
coming.
on as a guest?
Not yet.
No, no way. You can't
International
understand him.
licensing deals.
That's what I'm
wouldn't be able to
saying.
do it.
They're okay. So, in his defense, I was listening to some of our old podcasts on the drive back from Florida. There were some
Ours?
episodes where you can't understand me. So
Oh, I mean, there's quite a few of those.
Most of them you can't understand.
It's probably why your kids are asking you not to drink. So this next
Papa?
one's from Mary.
Papa.
No, this is from Mary Sai with Kodamari Design. It's a written in. Hey friends, I was talking with Suman about the boundary between woodworking and content creation, and he mentioned that content creation can sometimes take some of the joy out of making. He doesn't consider himself a woodworker. Instead, he is a content creator that happens to woodwork. Would you agree with that? And if so, when did that switch happen for you? Or are you able to maintain a balance between the two? Also, loved meeting you all at Workbench Con. Mike, we need a California meetup at some point. We sure do. We won't go into that, but I'll read that in the show.
Mike, where was that question?
and then there's
from?
one
Is that an
from-
email?
Yep, it's a written in from Kodamari Design. It's Mary Sai.
I don't want
I flagged it.
It's there. Anyway,
Oh,
the
there it is.
next
Sorry, I was looking at
the
wrong
next question is one that Pete sent in. Oh, this is from Suman.
Someone.
It says, as a full-time content creator, how do you keep yourself on task and not get distracted? How come Suman was not involved in the patented hip thrust domino cameo? Is it because he did a 5mm domino stroke?
Ooh,
That's directed right at John.
I did enjoy the
Don't answer.
domino hip thrust cameos in Jason's last video. Was that his last video? I think it was his last video.
Yeah, he quit. That's it. Like all of us.
Oh, he quit.
This is last
Finally.
one. Yeah,
Thank
last one.
God.
Well, I mean that clip's from John's video,
No,
the domino thrust.
No, the cameo. Was that from John's video or Jason's video?
So Jason had a bunch of us do a cameo first,
Right.
Yeah.
and I happened to be filming something where I also needed a similar cameo, unplanned. So a day later, I said, "Hey, can you also thrust into your domino for me now? Because I'm lacking thrusting domino B-roll."
Okay.
The video John just did about comparing the domino and Justin's like jig domino thing.
Hell, I haven't seen that one yet.
Jessam's
Man,
not
I'm
domino.
a terrible
Nomino.
podcast host.
Nomino.
The drill minnow, where you have to like. Is that
Pretty
the
cool
one?
little thing. Yeah.
I watched one
like
where
an in-mill.
David Picciuto like reviewed it, and he did not have good things to say about it. So I'll be interested to see what John says about it.
It's just another option. That's the way I look at it.
You know what the funniest thing is about that? If you read some of the comments on there, people will say, well, it's not as fast or as easy as the domino. Well, yeah, no shit. It's half the price. What are you expecting?
It's like a third of the price, isn't it?
I think when you really trick it out how it needs to be tricked out, it's half the
you can, like,
price.
customize it?
A little less. Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you use the domino, of course, you know, oh god, I could do that too if I had a $1,200 domino.
I don't think that happens anymore, does it?
Of course it does.
Occasionally.
I've
I
never
think
seen
much less now because I think it's much more common in videos.
I've never had it in the 3 years I've had a domino happen. I've never had someone comment on the domino in 3 years saying that I could do that too. Well, yeah, you could use the domino if you had a domino because you'd have a domino. You can do any other joinery with a domino.
I could do that too if I had a lamello. Right, Keith?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said that.
Not yet. They're still new. Give them time to build up their hater base. Okay.
I could do that too if I had a.
Yeah.
Never mind. I don't have anything.
Rockler Dowling jig.
Yeah.
Imagine someone hates on you for that.
Yeah. It's like,
I did enjoy Jason's last video where he's like, "You all hate on me for using a domino all the time because I don't know who's got $1,500 for this. So I decided to use a new tool in my shop. I'm using this Panther router. It's $2,000." Like, yes, please feed the trolls. I love it.
And the Lamello haters are a fierce bunch. I don't hate the Lamello. It's just a fun thing to joke about because it sounds like marshmallow. I told you that.
most of Dan's jokes are snack based. You get used to it.
Or poop. Snack. Poop.
That was a really hard pee. That was a real hard pee on that second poop.
Poop.
Yeah, Keith, you and your cat don't count as a community. I gotta say though, I've seen the Lamello in action in Keith's shop, and that is a neat little tool. That thing is cool. All the different clips and things are pretty dope. Mike, you have one too now, right?
Yeah, I've had it for like a year.
You like it?
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, there you go.
Fantastic. I've been.
You have a
talking about
Lamello
it for a while? Yeah, I have a Lamello.
Huh.
I bought it from Keith. He suckered me into it. No, it was great. Yeah, I love having that thing. It's great.
Drink the Lamello marshmallow goo.
So, fun fact about you buying the Lamello from Keith. He comes over to my house one day. He had like a bunch of paperwork, old paperwork and stuff that he was cleaning out that he wanted to burn because it was all like important, whatever. And he's like throwing the papers in there. We're just sitting there like relaxing by the fire pit. And he goes, "Oh, Coffee's credit card number," and throws it in the fire. He had it written down from the order and just like throws it in there. I was like, I should have taken a picture and just mess with it. Like, Mike, you should change it.
Oh, that card is expired for sure. It got
of
hacked
course, yeah.
when we were making a delivery in San Francisco.
I wonder why it got hacked. It was just laying around Keith's shop.
Right. Actually, that's what was that. Someone tried to use it for like to spend $1,800 at Target.
Whole
Now
Foods?
I know what happened.
It was probably a gray
Is this a
cat.
bunch of LaCroix? What the hell? Keith!
You got Jerry, a bunch of sweaters.
Jeez.
Gosh. No. Yeah, Lamello is great. It's fantastic. We don't use it as much as I'd like to, but
Yeah.
that's
Have you ever
starting to
drank Mellow Yellow?
No,
That's good stuff.
change.
I don't know what that
is it?
is, Dan.
I'm just trying to think of words that rhyme with Lamello.
Lashmello? Oh, whatever. Why am I helping you? Why do you bait me into this stuff?
Master.
Because I'm a masturbator.
Stop it.
All right,
John
well,
didn't like that one either.
I think
that is a solid 2 out of 10.
Yeah,
Let's move on to the main show.
Yeah, we're definitely
Got
out of
some better
jokes.
ones to end so far.
Yeah, Keith
A
is the
small
Lamello
cello.
fellow. I like it. A small cello. People are helping me.
Yeah.
Better than you helped me.
This is what we call a community. I also like how you have the M2 M² lumber in there. I appreciate that little touch. Lonely fellow. Yeah, okay. All right. All we have is cello and fellow. All right, shall we jump into the real show?
I don't feel like this is going to get any better, so might as well.
But you never know, Dan.
I think
we've been trending.
We're all tapped out.
We've been trending a plateau, basically.
Trajectory's not great right now.
No.
Right. Retention is dropping quickly. Let's.
We are all about
bing bong
setting
outta
low
here.
expectations for our guests so that the show blows them away. And they're like, oh,
It's
this is a
really
professional-
going to the bellows.
Okay, with
Wow.
that, thanks for watching, everyone.
Oof.
Sean, thanks for joining, and we're gonna see you guys all next week. Do we have a guest for next week?
Who knows?
Not as of yet. We'll get one figured out. It's fun.
Oh, and as a change of time, we're gonna be doing it next Thursday at 9, just for everyone, so you can adjust accordingly.
9 Eastern?
Eastern. Yep.
Okay.
Which adjust your times as you want. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time, and love y'all. Bye-bye. Bye.